The Palm Beach Civic Association brings you Palm Beach TV, the island's only newscast. We're sponsored by the Fortin Foundation of Florida. Now the news.
Welcome to Palm Beach TV. I'm Claudia Shea. The new school year is getting underway here at Palm Beach Public. As students look to the future, we'll share some of this school's history. Plus, pesticide practices. Town leaders have concerns and are seeking solutions. But first, an important update on the demolition of the Royal Poinciana Playhouse and plans moving forward. Our PBTV reporter Sally Lewis has that story.
Claudia, I'm here at the renovation site of the Royal Poinciana Playhouse and what will become a state-of-the-art playhouse. The vision hasn't changed, but it's the extent of the demolition of this site and two others in town that was the subject of Wednesday's Landmarks Preservation meeting.
Everyone needs to own their own piece of shame in this blame pie. The noise stops here and now.
Landmarks Preservation Chair Sue Patterson opened Wednesday's meeting calling for more transparency when it comes to the oversight of large-scale renovation projects. This after several Landmarks commissioners, town council members, and residents questioned the amount of demolition at the Royal Poinciana Playhouse, the North Fire Station, and a home on Monterey Road.
There are some concerns here, but there has been things that I've seen in the letters we were sent, accusations of fraud and tricks and hidden deals and members of staff that come and go, corruption, all on that end, a needless and irrational fear being fed that I hope this meeting in some way can stop and not have.
In response, project designers from the sites were asked to present any structural or safety issues encountered during the reconstruction that were not initially expected. But it was seeing the demolition of much of the 65-year-old Royal Poinciana Playhouse that caught many by surprise. The Rehabilitation and Preservation Project was approved in February 2022. Then the Landmarks Board accepted a report from the project's developer, WS Development, in November 2022 that found many of the existing walls and portions of the building's foundation were structurally compromised, and some of the existing walls would have to come down. It was only after seeing the demolition that Commissioner Damgard raised the issue.
John Volk's Playhouse can never be brought back. And our town's culture and heritage is forever changed. It's disappointing to me that everybody was that shocked. And I think why we're here today is more the shock of seeing it, not the not knowing it.
The Playhouse reconstruction is scheduled for completion in late 2024. The new building will feature a 400-seat theater, diverse programming for the community, and much more.
The walls are down. Plans are in place. We've had a lot of holdup. And I just think it's time for the arts to be strong in Palm Beach.
A sentiment shared by Civic Association Chairman Michael Pasillo. He says, after so many years of a shuttered playhouse, the town is fortunate to have found someone willing to bring the playhouse into the modern era. While the degree to which the older structure has been removed may be disappointing to many, it is not surprising given that this building sat without air conditioning for nearly 2 decades. Having seen the inside of the playhouse after years of neglect, I cannot help but think there was little that could be safely salvaged. Kudos to the Glazers for taking on this project. With the next meeting set for September 20th, the consensus among commissioners is to develop a beefed-up system of checks and balances with a goal of avoiding demo surprises like these in the future.
The Palm Beach Town Council is pursuing a two-prong approach regarding the application of toxic pesticides, herbicides, and fungicides on the island. The goal is to better safeguard people, pets, wildlife, and the waterways. The town is working toward a resolution requesting to be exempted from preemptive state laws which prohibit municipalities from managing or regulating the application of landscape chemicals. This will be the town's second attempt to convince the state through a resolution.
The other one was, we want you to exempt Palm Beach. from, this legislation of preemption. In this next case, what we're going to do is make the resolution is build on the whereas is why all barrier islands in Florida that are not involved in agriculture, which is virtually all of them, should be exempted.
The new, broader resolution is expected to be discussed during the Council's next regular meeting in September. The second approach discussed by the Council is to gain insight into the actual practice of pesticide application and determine whether landscape workers applying these chemicals are properly trained and are following state and federal regulations in place to protect themselves and the community.
There are rules and regulations out there. It's appropriate for us to ask, are they being followed or not? The rules and regulations are there for a reason, to protect people and to protect adjacent property. That's certainly within our oversight role to make sure that these procedures are being followed.
The Council will ask ORS, the Ordinance Rules and Standards Committee, to review this matter.
I think we should give it to them to take a dive into it with the staff to see what other things can be done to discourage the bad behavior.
Meantime, any resident who notices or suspects bad behavior involving the improper use of pesticides can report a complaint to the Florida Department of Agriculture and Consumer Services, which is responsible for enforcing all pesticide regulations and laws in Florida, both state and federal. A new school year and lots to sing about for kindergarten students at Palm Beach Public, the island's only public school.
Science is my thing today. You do science is the way.
And in 5th grade science, where students are entertained while learning via an interactive smartboard. This school, which is A-rated by the state, is attended by about 360 students from pre-K through 5th grade.
We're a very small school. We have a close-knit family. The administrative team, we greet the students every morning at the door, and we pride ourselves in learning their names. And it's just one big family.
And the family dynamic here spans generations. Kindergarten student William Moss is a 4th-generation student at Palm Beach Public.
I like to remember that my dad went here, and it's a really fun school.
Palm Beach Public was founded in 1921. It originally served grades 1 through 6. Kindergarten and middle school grades were added after campus expansions by architects Gustav Moss, William's great-great-grandfather, and William Manley King.
It's bigger than it was when it started. The original campus was on 2 sides of the street. We had K to 5 on this side of the street and across where the 4 Arts is. We had 6, 7, and 8 over there.
You can still see the name Palm Beach Junior High School inscribed over the front door of the Society of the 4 Arts. Palm Beach Public is known for its orchestral strings program, which offers beginning through advanced instruction.
The children start in kindergarten learning the violin, and then as they progress based on their skill level and the desired instrument they wish to play, they may play the viola, cello, or bass.
Children who are not zoned for this school may still apply for admission during the district's annual choice enrollment window. Selection for those students is decided through a lottery system.
It just makes me feel like I'm in high school or college or something for some reason.
Aren't you only 5?
Mm-hmm.
Palm Beach Public is home away from home, and this is, for many of our children, the best part of their day.
Meantime, most private schools go back to school after Labor Day. We'll bring you an update from Palm Beach Day Academy on their first day in September. That'll do it for this edition of Palm Beach TV. Thanks for joining us.
Palm Beach TV is a production of the Palm Beach Civic Association. We thank our sponsor, the Fortin Foundation of Florida, and encourage you to let us know how we can provide news coverage that best serves our members and residents.